back to another episode of the Alley Life podcast. And this week we're going to talk about this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. We just had a great game, great comeback win. A great comeback win last week, man. And this week, we got to settle down and just take care of our business so that we can go 9-1. It's a little injuries on both sides. Let me see the little injury report. First, we start off Trevor Lawrence. Their starting quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, is out for this game. Trevor Lawrence is out for this game. Running back, Tank Dell, he's out for this game. And they have actually 9 players that was on light practice status. So they have a lot of injuries, and they're starting Mac Jones. Mac Jones is the quarterback, that came from New England. He actually had a Pro Bowl year one year when he was in New England. So he's going to get his 3rd game of the year coming in, filling in for Trevor Lawrence. Last game he came in, he didn't do so well. He threw a few interceptions, and he's like 20 for 31 for 139 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And that's for the 3 games that he came in covering for him. They also have Kirk. They're one of their best receivers. Kirk, he's been hurt and he's out. He provided 130 receptions for 607 yards, and he's out. Their running back situation, I said their top running back, Tank, he might not play. So they're going with Etienne. You remember Etienne? I think he played with the Panthers. Was he the guy that got all those yards on us last year when he was with the Panthers? But Etienne has been doing a good job for him. Everything actually goes to him. So far this year, he has 70 carries for 298 yards. So they're trying to chuck and grind, and do things. Their defense is what we'll call a bend but don't break, type of defense. They give up a lot in the middle as far as yardage, but kind of like us, they kind of stifle things and try to shut things down once you get into the red zone area. So they do a pretty good job in that area, but they're still a 2-8 team. But I think we cannot go into this game looking at them as a 2-8 team. I mean, you're always going to say that every week, that you can't underestimate another NFL team, but I just think from listening to some of their press conferences, Doug Peterson, which is a Super Bowl winning coach, I believe he has them ready. I don't think they're quitting. If you look at the fan base and you look at the podcast and you look at the media from Jacksonville, no one is getting the impression that the team is giving up on Doug Peterson or, they're quitting, even though like last game, the defense was literally on the field for 80 plays for the last 2 games because the offense is, 3 and out because their offense is really, really struggling. So I really think that we have to, I think they have to, play their game, but I think they're going to come in and play very, very hard. Everybody's going to get Detroit's best punch because they're players too. And they hear all week the national media talking about how good the Lions is, how they're Super Bowl bound, and how you really don't have a chance to win. How they can beat you in so many ways. And I think a lot of teams take pride. And I think the reason why Houston and teams like that, it ends up that type of game because people tired of hearing that. And they feel like if I can go knock off the team that everybody is saying is the greatest team, then, that would improve our chances. That would make us look like a good team in front of the national audience. So I think no matter who we play, I don't matter what their record is, I believe we're going to get everybody's top game. They have a defensive player. The defensive player of their game is Walker. Walker, some people in that franchise or in that market saying that Walker is a bust. Walker was the guy that was in the draft with Aiden Hutchinson, and he was number 1 or number 2. Jacksonville had been telling Hutchinson that they was gonna pick Hutchinson for weeks. When it came up to the draft, Jacksonville put out a rumor, not a rumor, but put out a statement, kind of questioning the length of Aiden Hutchinson's arms, which, Detroit fans, we were happy that they were, evaluating him like that. So they end up picking up Walker and instead of Aiden, which worked out great for us. He's been a good player, but not what they expected. He hasn't been an Aiden Hutchinson type of player. So far, he has 7.5 sacks. He's the best player on this defense, but, I don't think he's producing, what they thought they would get when they didn't get Aiden Hutchinson. Now, back to the Lions. What we need to do, simple, this is going to be a very short video. What we need to do is, first thing we need to do is acknowledge that I will be at the game. Me and my daughter, Cassidy, we are going to the game this Sunday. Me and her has a tradition ever since she was 13, and now she's grown. And me and her always go to the game for her birthday. And this is like a tradition that's been carried on. And I'm just like so happy. Because as a father, I thought when she turned 18 and 19, she was going to be like, I definitely don't want to go to no football game with you for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, baby. We're going to have a ball Sunday. Anyway, keys to the game. But first, Sam Laporta is a no practice. So, of course, he probably won't play. Carl Davis was a light practice. He had a hand injury. Iffy got a hand injury, and he was light practice. But full practice was Emmanuel Mosley and Broderick Martin. Iffy, Emmanuel, and Broderick, they 21 day have been open. They 21 window day where they can let them practice and start practicing with the team to see if they can put them on the 53-man roster. Broderick, I think, he's a little further. He's 7 days into his 21-day window. But Mosley has a full practice, had a couple of full practices in his 21-day. Iffy, he had another ankle injury and a hand injury, so he was light practice. But Mosley, I truly believe, I said this in the beginning when I first started this podcast, that Mosley will be a key contributor to us going down the line. I knew he was going to come back. I'm just rooting for that guy. But anyway, the 21-day window is open for those 3 guys, and they all have been practicing, either light practicing, and Emmanuel has been practicing full. So that's a great, 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 great game. Keys to this game is probably basically the same. Run the ball, but play hard. Play hard. Play like this is Minnesota or this is Green Bay. Do not underestimate this team, which I don't think we have a team, after all the losing that we did, that really could come in and underestimate the other team and act like, we're just so great that we don't have to really put our good foot effort to win. I don't think we even think like that. I don't think Coach Campbell will let them even think like that or even start to even act that way. So all we have to do is come in and establish the run, because we couldn't establish the run really with Knuckles last game, and we needed Sonic and the speed to just negate the speed of the defense. So this week, it has to be Knuckles' game. Knuckle will set the tone like we usually do. We're going to start our offense in a regular way. Hope we can get a regular, flow going early. And then we can have, if we get a regular flow early and we get the play action going and the running game going, then we can get a Hendon Hooker. We can get a Hendon Hooker sighting. Hopefully we can get a Hendon Hooker sighting. I love when we get it. And because I'm going to the game, so I actually want to see Hendon Hooker. So fourth quarter, if they take care of their business, we should have a Hendon Hooker sighting. But that should be very, very, very exciting for me. Pressure on the defense. Pressure. This offense is not clicking. They're not clicking. The run game is mediocre. If they get the run game going, though, I do believe Mac Jones can get some things started with some play action. That opens the field up just like it does for us. It's the same thing on the other side. If they can get ETN running and get running behind ETN and get a couple of yards there and make us have to come down and play the box, then they can get some play actions over the back and make this a good game. They're not a bad team. Looking at the record 2-8, they're not a bad team. They lost 5 of those games by 7 points or less. The decision making for the quarterback is really costing them games. At the end or at certain situations, like the Miami game, Miami literally had half of their yardage in 2 plays, 2 busted coverages cost them the game really in that game. So anyway, that's my quick take on the game. And the keys to the game is run the ball, and pressure on Mac Jones, and he should give us up a couple. Since we already had an interception in every game that we've played, the only team that has an interception in every game we played, we should continue that today. And of course, the safeties a little jealous of Carlton Davis getting 2 picks. So look forward to BB or Joseph getting a pick. And congratulations to JADARIUS Smith. I can't wait to go see you in person. That's one of the reasons I bought tickets to this game, because I wanted to see ZA'DARIUS Smith in person. And I got to see his first game as a Lion. So I'm kind of geeked, because I said in my podcast, I really believe he's going to come and help this team out a real lot. A whole lot. I think he's going to get pressure. I think he's going to be a dog. He's going to be that Rasheed Wallace. Don't he look like Rasheed Wallace? And remember when Rasheed Wallace came for the Pistons and he was that last piece that I'm calling him Rasheed Wallace for now. The ball don't lie. I'm calling him Rasheed Wallace for now. He do look like him, don't he? Even got that aura like Rasheed Wallace, that joyful aura, you know what I'm saying, about itself. I think he's going to be just like the Pistons needed. They needed that piece to get over, and I think the Lions needed him. That was the piece we needed. That's a good comparison, because I believe it's so true, and I feel it in my gut. Hey, this your boy ALLEYLIFE. Please like and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me out. It helps us grow this little community. And we going to ride together all the way to the Super Bowl. And that'll be super hot, because I'm probably going to buy tickets and actually go to the Super Bowl. If we go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to buy tickets. I don't care if it's $20,000. I'm going to buy tickets and go to the Super Bowl. If we go to the Super Bowl, I will be in New Orleans in the Super Bowl. I don't care if it's $50,000 tickets. I will have one. 100%. Hey, like and subscribe to my channel. Peace. Lions, Jags. Ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. Go get your power pouches from Fire Ass Munchies before the game, so you'll feel good about it. Peace.
I swear to God, I'm a classic trapper. The power and respect is the stats and math. These haters talking shit 'cause they trapping backwards. But I will never quit. I'm like Matthew Stafford. I brought out to the end. Come back winning, English D gon' set the trend.